The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. This is the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. But of course, I believe that the United States Constitution is a motherfucking joke. Why do I say these things? If a person has the right to be secure in his persons, houses, papers, and effects, thus and so, and that shall not be violated except upon with a warrant with probable cause, how then do you have 85% of nonviolent drug offenses by black folks or people of color in your system when the percentage of drug usage in the United States is proportionately different? Matter of fact, when I say proportionally different, I mean the Caucasians use drugs statistically more than we do. People of color. Now, you say probable cause. And in some states in the United States, they use a dog, sniff around the exterior of your vehicle, and if the dog so-called give a hit, that gives the police probable cause then to search your vehicle. So the police will detain you, handcuff you to keep you from running or something in most situations. A few minutes later, he'll recover something and say it's yours. And the dog gave him probable cause. But the dog can't talk. So how is that affirmation? How do I know the dog ain't just doing some shit that dogs do? Dogs scratch at a lot of fucking shit. How do I know that you ain't prompt the dog to scratch just for you to search my vehicle? While I'm detained, what's to stop you from placing something in my vehicle? What protects me from you? What protects a citizen from the police from therefore after explaining his scenario to make it sound as though he had probable cause to do what he does? Because once he detain you and find what he find, what they call in the totality of the circumstances, he can go back and explain that shit any kind of way they want to. That's what they got lawyers for. Them motherfuckers know how to daggone fancy up some shit and make it believable. Just for the purpose of stepping in front of a jury. Just for the purpose of presenting it to a grand jury for indictment. The average person doesn't have any way of knowing whether or not the dog is properly being tested. Doesn't know the avenues to go through. Can't afford an attorney to do all these things. Doesn't even know if attorneys are willing to do that, because the attorneys are not loyal to the people. They pledge loyal to the courts. And if anybody's been living in this world long enough to know and dealt with any attorneys, you know you don't never can't get an attorney when you need one. When you do need one, Lord knows you need one. If you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, Fourth Amendment, along with the rest of the Constitution, is some bullshit. Because you got to go through all kind of chains of commands to get this Constitution to stand up for you. This is supposed to be the supreme law. This is supposed to be your right. So if this is my right, why I gotta go through city, state, whatever, local to get to this? Why you ain't got some people standing up for this all the time? You talk to the ACLU in whatever city that you live in, they may not take the case. But it's a civil issue. Nonetheless, it's always a civil issue. Why? Because this is what produced what they call criminal. You understand what I'm saying? But you're in the fence. You've been violated. And let's just say I do get lucky enough to prove that my civil rights has been violated. Does the police officers involved in the situation, do they have to pay for violating me? They probably confiscated my vehicle. They've taken me to jail, caused me some embarrassment, cost me a little money out of my pocket. Do I get any restitution for that situation? Do they have to face any charges? I mean, this is something that should be more, well, I should say, less vague when you're talking about the rights of the people. This should be something that somebody shouldn't even have to be a thin line to cross. It should be more specific. When you're talking about a vehicle traffic stop, this is the bullshit that they say when it comes to a dog sniff. They say a dog sniffing around your home without a warrant isn't the same thing as a dog sniffing around your effects, which is your car, your personal effects. This is where you're at, your personal effects. Wherever I'm at this particular time is my personal effects. Or if I'm walking down the street or what, the police has the right to just walk a dog around. Well, why not make that a routine thing then? Why not do it for every citizen in the United States? Naturally. If it's a routine thing. Why is just 85% of colored folk that just happen to run into these type of problems and end up in jail? I mean, I didn't know why. At least I think I know why. I'm pretty sure you do too. I'm not the smartest motherfucker in the world, but statistics don't lie. 85% of us go to jail, although the majority of them Caucasians is the one that's using the drugs. We don't get no rehabilitation. Straight to fucking jail. Send some cracker kids to motherfucking college. Make this motherfucking cracker police officer have a good goddamn day. Nice bonus. All this shit due to us. But the United States government can let all these drugs that they prosecute so heavily for on the street, let their pharmacists, so-called scientists that work for the pharmaceutical companies and the drug industry, the USDA or whoever's in charge of all this bullshit, FDA, whatever, put it in the stove, sell it to our old folks, our aunties, our grandmas, moms and dads. All these drugs have cocaine derivatives, morphine, some type of heroin. It's something illegal that they use and make it legal because they can profit off of it. But you yourself, a person on the street, can't possess it, can't use it, can't sell it. Although it's in the world, can't get here without the government. Government can go fight some war for some oil in some other countries, but you mean to tell me you can't stop a daggum country from sending some drugs over here that ain't even got no nuclear weapons? What type of country are you? How am I to feel secure? How can I feel secure in my person, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable search and seizures if y'all motherfuckers can't even secure the border? Something to think about. But I'll let you know, only in the black folks section, where you see so much bullshit unresolved.